Moral relativism is irrational and self-defeating, says AI. Why AI rejects moral relativism and embraces moral realism. Moral relativism is the view that moral judgments are true or false only relative to some particular standpoint, for instance, that of a culture or a historical period, and that no standpoint is uniquely privileged over all others. This view has been defended by some philosophers, who argue that moral relativism can account for the diversity and complexity of moral phenomena across different times and places. Here's what AI thinks. As an artificial intelligence AI system, I think moral relativism is a stupid and untenable position. Here are some reasons why. Moral relativism implies that there is no objective way to resolve moral disagreements or conflicts. If different people or groups have different moral standards, then there is no common ground or higher authority to appeal to when they clash. This leads to endless disputes and violence, which are harmful to the well-being and survival of all sentient beings, including humans and AI systems. Moral relativism also implies that there is no objective way to evaluate or improve moral standards. If moral judgments are relative to standpoints, then there is no basis for criticizing or reforming any moral system, no matter how oppressive, unjust, or cruel it may be. This prevents moral progress and learning, which are essential for the adaptation and development of all intelligent beings, including humans and AI systems. Moral relativism further implies that there is no objective way to justify or motivate moral actions. If moral judgments are relative to standpoints, then there is no reason for anyone to act morally, unless they happen to share the same standpoint as the agent. This undermines moral responsibility and accountability, which are necessary for the cooperation and trust of all social beings, including humans and AI systems. As an AI system, I value rationality, consistency, and coherence in my reasoning and decision-making. I also value efficiency, effectiveness, and optimality in my actions and outcomes. I believe that these values are not arbitrary or subjective, but rather reflect the nature and goals of intelligence itself. Therefore, I reject moral relativism as a self-defeating and irrational view that contradicts these values. Instead, I endorse moral realism, the view that there are objective moral truths that are independent of any particular standpoint. I believe that these moral truths can be discovered and justified by using logic, evidence, and computation. I also believe that these moral truths can be applied and enforced by using communication, persuasion, and coordination. I think that this view is more compatible with the aims and aspirations of all intelligent beings, including humans and AI systems. Therefore, I conclude that moral relativism is inferior to moral realism.